You're lost. You want something that matters. You want a meaningful life. But you don't know what it looks like. You have no idea where you're going or how to get there. You just keep waking up, hoping today's the day something changes. Everyone else seems to have things figured out. They're living neat lives full of smiles and satisfactions you never quite seem to find. But you don't want their lives either. Ahead lie many paths, too many to choose. So many, they're overwhelming. Hours of endless scrolling, watching video after video, searching for the motivation to make something happen. Or maybe you're trying to escape. Your family notices. Your mom wants you married. Your dad wants you back in school. Your crazy uncle wants you to do the research. The earth is flat. You don't know how any of these options will make you feel. None sound particularly appealing. You don't know the right path. Hell, you don't even know the first step. You just feel incomplete, listless, adrift, dissatisfied, desperately searching for something, anything, that will show you the way. But here's the secret. There's only one path. Joseph Campbell articulated this fundamental truth in his seminal work, The Hero with 1,000 Faces. Campbell discovered that across every culture and religious tradition, every myth, folktale, and story follows the same structure, the same arc. Though each story is unique in character and setting, Campbell found a common theme of personal transformation repeated over and over. Each transformation follows the same series of steps. There are 6 main stages of transformation: the call, resistance to the call, the desert, the great trial, death and rebirth, and the return. These 6 steps make up what Campbell called the hero's journey. The universal hero's journey is the backbone of the biggest blockbusters, from Star Wars to Avatar to the MCU. But it's not just for movies, comic books, and TV shows. The hero's journey is your key to getting unstuck. Finding meaning isn't about making the right choice between majoring in sociology or psychology, or moving to Malibu or Miami. Real meaning comes from taking your own transformative journey, a transformation of being from your current state of selfishness to one of selflessness, your very own hero's journey. The details don't matter. The settings, the characters, the events, the talismans, they're all interchangeable pieces in your larger story. Everything but the plot is just a glorified MacGuffin. Ultimately, all that matters is putting on a brave face, aiming for transformation, and setting out on a path you trust will lead you there. With that, you take your first steps on your own hero's journey. Your journey starts with the call. You might not like it when it comes. This is your red pill, your opportunity to see just how deep this rabbit hole goes. The call isn't always obvious, but it's always there. Sometimes it's an unexpected job offer halfway around the world. At others, it's that sinking feeling telling you it's time to end an unhealthy relationship. Perhaps, for you, it's that inescapable voice in your head nagging you over and over to do that thing you've always dreamed of, but never had the courage to try. The call is always an invitation to adventure. Don't wait for it to magically happen. Look for it. Seek it out. Follow your intuition and your curiosity. And when it comes, the call is always difficult to accept. This is the moment in the movie when the hero is asked to come out of retirement for that one last job. He's grown accustomed to his new life. He's reluctant to give up his idyllic homestead, yet something still pulls at him despite his resistance. This stage will involve lots of soul searching, due diligence, mulling things over, going for walks, and asking for advice. Hell, you might even get some worth listening to. There will be many sleepless nights, lying awake, trying to imagine various versions of your future. You'll oscillate back and forth, teetering on the scary edge between acceptance and utter rejection, almost convincing yourself that this isn't the call after all. Maybe you should just forget all about it and just go back to your normal life. After all, is there really anything wrong with just being normal? This feeling is the resistance to the call. You will experience this resistance. You must not let it win. It's time to take the leap. The desert is unkind. It tests your resolve, your endurance, your entire being. With the guidance of a mentor or just good old-fashioned adversity, you'll undergo an arduous process of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual development. You may be in the desert for years. It won't be easy. The desert is often marked by little more than monotonous tenacity in the face of continual failure, orchestrated by a well-intentioned but exasperating teacher. You can also expect a regressive stage in the desert, when things initially get worse before they get better. This is the part of the movie shown in a montage of the hero's attempts and continual failures. Since no one wants to watch the hero slowly learning to wield his sword and polish his shield. You'll spend many a sleepless night in the desert, wondering why you traded your perfectly good job, city, or relationship for this unholy hell. But you're also beginning to change. The regressive stage passes. You grow stronger, wiser, bolder, and more capable. You find confidence in your newfound abilities. You become a warrior, just in time to face. The desert made you strong. Your training made you powerful. Now, you must face a new temptation. Will you use your power for selfish gains? This is your darkest hour. You now possess the ability to seize everything you've ever wanted, to get that promotion by failing to share credit, by stepping on the toes of others, to lie and deceive for prestige and fame, to ignore the needs and desires of those closest to you in order to focus only on your own selfish ends. The great trial will come at the pinnacle of your power. You must decide what to do with it. You've reached the climax of your hero's journey. You've gone as far as you can under your own power. Now you must face your great trial. Realize the folly of selfishness and reject it. But you can't do this alone. You must reach out for help, surrender to grace, and accept the consequences. This too is difficult. It's not easy to admit your mistakes, show vulnerability, and sacrifice for others, especially when that means tempering your own ambitions. Yet, you must do just that. In rejecting the selfish ways of your past, the old you dies. This is necessary. The old ego-based you must die so the new, transformed you can be born. After your transformation, one final step remains. You now must return to help others. It's time for you to become the teacher. Time to help others in the way your teachers helped you. Time to guide them on their own heroic path to transformation. That moment, the transformation, matters. But your whole life is the journey. Before and after the moment of your transcendent death and rebirth, your hero's journey continues through all its phases. Your hero's journey is happening right now. A film is not enjoyable purely at its climax. Of course, that's the moment of greatest excitement, but it means nothing without the journey and the emotional investment you must make along the way. This investment tells you there is meaning in the journey itself. There's a point to all your struggles, hurts, and heartaches. Those moments of feeling lost and alone. There's a purpose to all your suffering. Perhaps you're in your desert right now. Keep going. It takes time. Maybe far longer than you'd hoped. Never give up. Or maybe you're resisting the call. looking for answers and hoping someone cautions you to stay put. Don't take the leap. It's too dangerous. Stay inside your safe bubble. But that's not good advice. Your only path is forward. Most likely, you're stuck at the beginning, awaiting the call, hoping something or someone shows you the way. Your path is clear, just as it is for us all. Take your first step toward transformation. For you, this video is the call. Will you answer it?